up.
Speak up. Speak up.
Speak up.
Speak up. Speak up.
Hey, have you heard yourself lately? Because you do have a voice. Maybe you didn't know it, but you do. You have a voice and a choice to use it. So speak up for yourself.
You just found out you're gonna live with a foster family. Now what? What does that mean? Are people just gonna tell you what to do? Are you totally helpless? We're here to tell you, no.
Okay. So where do you want to live?
Do you have a relative you want to be with? Tell your worker.
A former teacher, coach, neighbor, let them know.
Can you stay with your grandparents? Ask. And if you want to be with your brothers and sisters, definitely talk about that. DCF will always try to keep you together. So speak up. That's the only way to be heard.
So, these things aren't happening? Ask to sit down and talk with your worker and their supervisor. Still hasn't happened? Tell your lawyer. Every foster kid has one. If you don't like the decision DCF makes about where you live, you can object.
Objection.
Ask to go to court and speak to the judge. They're the ones who make the final decision based on what you want to do and other things too. You definitely won't get left out if you speak up.
If you don't want to, or maybe you're nervous about it, your lawyer can tell the judge what you want.
You're not going to be heard unless you have the courage to speak up for yourself. No one's going to be always there to speak for you. So that way I think that it's good that you can learn how to speak for yourself and speak your mind so that way other people can know how you feel and where you're coming from.
What about school? Are you powerless in this decision? No. Even if you're living in a different town, DCF has to get you a ride to the same school you were going to every day. You have a part in this decision.
But if you want to go to a new school, maybe things weren't going so good at your other school, then you can ask for that too.
Let's talk about family. If it turns out you aren't with your brothers and sisters, you have a right to call them, visit them, and write them letters. You can usually see your parents too, if you want to. If you want to visit with your family more than DCF says you can, ask for more time with them. Call your worker, then the supervisor, and if that doesn't work, call your lawyer. Speak up. Remember your voice.
I took it upon myself and I called all the people I needed to call. I wrote people.
Another way to get what you need is to go to a meeting called an ACR. Every 6 months, DCF has one. That's where they review how you're doing and stuff. Whenever you speak up for what you want, they have to make a note of it in your plan. Nobody can say later, you didn't ask for what you wanted. It's really important that you go to these meetings so that you can have a say. If you can't go to the meeting in person, you can be a part of the meeting by phone. Ask your worker.
In the end, you may not get everything you want, but at least you can say you stood up for yourself.
So remember the most important things.
You have rights.
You matter.
Your power is in your voice.
So use it.
Speak up for yourself.